Welcome back. My name is Peter and I'm the accountability coach. Thanks ever so much for joining me this week again. And we're going to be covering and talking a little bit in and around some personal well-being, assisting you to gain that balance to improve your health, wealth and happiness. So I'm going to start off just by referring back to Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And then from this kind of pinpoint and get into where our energy goes or where our energy flows. This is what detracts or achieves our purpose or goals. So, Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Biological or psychological needs, your basic life need there of air, food, drink, shelter, warmth, sleep, rest and activity and oxygen. Something we obviously all require in order to get through our days. Our safety needs are quite a topical thing at the moment, with protection, security, order, law, limits and stability, and the perceptions and views here from each individual on what everyone requires to make themselves feel whole and confident. A big sense of belongingness and love needs. As human beings, we are people that love to be connected, and never more has that been prevalent over the last kind of 3 months through the lockdown and now post the pandemic. We're really enjoying catching up with our friends and family members. It's all about that affection, the relationships, the work groups, and that sense of community. Our personal esteem needs. This is about your status, your achievement, and the responsibility and reputation that you hold and have. And finally, self-actualization. And this is all about what I focus on the most, which is personal growth and fulfillment. Now, just analysing those, and when you think about where your attention goes. We've talked recently in the past few weeks about setting goals, breaking them down, rhythm and routines, applying and gaining others to give you support and help, reaffirm when you do well, kind of beat yourself up a bit when you don't do what you say you're going to do, write down and make the personal commitment, holding yourself accountable, even that reaching out to get an accountability coach to ensure that you achieve your personal goals or improve your life situation. But then I started to have a little look on Google as to where does a lot of attention flow? And actually, it was even bigger than what I suspected. When you break it down, there are 690 million people that are using LinkedIn. There are 800 million people using TikTok. There are 152 million people currently active on Twitter, and 1 billion people on Instagram, and a whopping 2.6 billion people on Facebook. Now, as great as being social and that connection part is, and we all need that social connection, it's so surprising that we're spending so much time on these, 5 platforms? And then if you open it up just slightly into maybe some of the shopping platforms, and I appreciate there are many, and there's the direct shops as well. But if we take Amazon on eBay, on Amazon, there's actually 2.2 million sellers. So that's not active users. These are people selling things to us and providing services for us. And on eBay, there's 167 million active users buying and selling products and services. Now, if you're providing a service or selling a product, these are 6 great spaces where you should be. And of course, a lot of attention is in this area, on the internet, especially on mobile at the moment. But you've got to think about, if we're spending our time mainly on these 6 sites, gaining the connections, socialising with friends and family, are we potentially not managing our time as efficiently? So here's a bit of an interesting fact. Has anyone ever seen a Bugatti, a Ferrari, even an Aston Martin? Has anybody seen any of these advertised on TV? Has anyone ever really noticed them, particularly outside of the Lamborghini for the social media massive, to be used as an advertisement here? So from the actual company rather than an individual. Now, the only conclusion that I can draw, that I've not seen these advertisements, is that the people that buy these cars, drive these cars, own these cars, or even rent these cars, don't watch TV. They're not looking on Facebook. They're not playing on Insta. They're not dancing on TikTok. They're not seeking out employment on LinkedIn. And that's where you need to think about, if the millionaires and if the masses are in two different places, which side are you sitting? Because if you're busy working and working hard and focused on your goal at achieving more, learning more, growing more, adding value to yourself and to others, if you're building your business, working the extended hours, putting the effort in, because hard work is what works, then by detracting some time away from these 6 major internet sites, it's going to benefit back to you, value and investment and future earnings. Now, money doesn't necessarily bring happiness, okay? I've always said life is great in a Ferrari, but even better on a mule. And of course, what I mean by this is you can go fast in a Ferrari and experience the lavish lifestyle, but you can miss a lot of the connections with family and experiences. By riding the donkey, you, metaphorically speaking, you get to enjoy the sunset. You get to connect with those loved ones around you. So it's not all about the cash or the flash, but a lot of people I work with would like to earn more, they would like to achieve more. You know, what postcode do you want to live in? What type of car would you like to drive? How and when would you like to work? And if you put yourself into a position of choice, then are you doing what the 1% are doing that have already achieved what you wish to achieve? So I'll leave you with that thought. And that's what I wanted to come and share with you all today. Are we spending too much time in the wrong place? Where focus goes, where our attention goes and where our focus goes, ultimately is where we are going to be wasting or investing our energy. So why not take just a second now of your time and your energy and check out smeltthatcoffee.co.uk. Alternatively, jump on the Facebook at Accountability Mentor and spend some time to invest in you. My name is Peter. I'm the Accountability Coach. Thanks ever so much for joining me. I'll speak to you all again next week. Take care.